Charles Davis and our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I use a yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera says I'm incredible. Yeah, can't put a dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. But the Vikings and 49ers, you might remember, met in the divisional round of the playoffs a season ago. The Vikings coming in off the overtime win against New Orleans, but the 49ers, they were rested and ready, and they got a couple of touchdown runs from Tevin Coleman, and their defense shut out the Vikings in the second half as that wound up a 27-10 Niner victory. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he'll go at the 25.
To George Kittle.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32 2. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Coleman. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Coleman, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 37. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
To Tevin Coleman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? you almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
37. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Off play action. Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff working right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. Coleman. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And 5 at the 26-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. side, he hauls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards on the game there. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Escaping the pressure right. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one's going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decided to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It leads to second.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Coleman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he fires hard, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Mostert, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Across midfield to the 49-yard line. A minute 52 to play until halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Vikings 22, 49ers 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
They can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll throw now on the final play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Coleman. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing on third and long. Coleman. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here and go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. 6 yards. And here's Garoppolo to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. First down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain. Brings up
on second and 9. Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now a handoff looking right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long. give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Coleman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too... risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
To number 83.
From 17 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. They'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route-running ability.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
San Francisco.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's rolling over the side, caught by Coleman.
Garoppolo's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 5th. Receiver Ayuk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, San Francisco.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throw is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming and down he goes. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they try the right side here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. Eric, call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So the final seconds have